I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Wednesday, October the 8th, 2014. Deputy Leader of Hezbollah, Sheikh Naim Qassem, sent a message to Israel that yesterday's attack on IDF soldiers near Israel's border with Lebanon was a sign the terror group was ready to engage. As we reported to you yesterday, 2 IDF soldiers were lightly to moderately injured yesterday when an explosive device was detonated near an outpost in the Golan Heights near the Lebanese border. Qassem told Lebanese television last night of the attack, "This is a message. Even though we are busy in Syria and on the Eastern Front in Lebanon, our eyes remain open and our resistance is ready to confront the Israeli enemy." Following yesterday's attack, the IDF returned fire, shelling 2 Hezbollah targets in southern Lebanon. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told his cabinet meeting yesterday, "We proved that we respond with force against any attempt to attack us, whether it is from the south, the north, or any other sector." He said, "We are witness to threats accumulating around us, threats of which the whole world is now aware and is even dealing with some of them." Lebanese media reports that officers from the Lebanese army and soldiers from UNIFIL scanned the area of the explosion and announced late yesterday that the explosion is a violation of a UN Security Council resolution and that an investigation of the incident would be conducted. Police in Argentina have arrested a man suspected of planning to attack a Jewish community center in Buenos Aires. Argentina's National Security Secretary Sergio Berni said today that police received an alert last week of a possible plan to attack the community center. And yesterday, the Anti-Terrorist Division of the Federal Police arrested a 57-year-old suspect. Following the alert last week, which coincided with the Jewish high holidays, security at Jewish institutions was stepped up and the community center was evacuated and then temporarily closed. Police in Gaza are investigating an explosion at the French Cultural Center in the Gaza Strip. The explosion occurred last night and did not cause any damage or injury. The center gives French language courses and transfers visa applications for France from local Gaza residents to the French consulate in Jerusalem for processing. Ynet reports that a group claiming to be part of the Islamic State has taken responsibility for the blast. This according to an unverified flyer released in Gaza this morning that declared responsibility and bore the ISIS logo. It read, "Our fighters successfully bombed the Center for Immorality and Heresy, known as the French Cultural Center, after weeks of surveillance." However, the flyer also bore the wrong date of October the 10th rather than today's date of the 7th. An investigation was ongoing. The Simon Wiesenthal Center, together with Jewish fraternity Alpha Epsilon Pi, launched a new app today to fight anti-Semitism. Wiesenthal officials joined API fraternity leaders at the Museum of Tolerance in New York City to launch the app called Combat Hate U, designed to empower Jewish students to immediately report and confront anti-Semitism and extreme anti-Israel harassment and intimidation tactics on college campuses. This follows the discovery of swastikas spray-painted on the API house at Emory University in Atlanta Sunday morning. Combat Hate U is the third in a series of special anti-hate apps developed by the Wiesenthal Center's Digital Terrorism and Hate Project. API Executive Director Andy Borens said anti-Semitic rhetoric on campuses has to stop. "We're thrilled to be partners with the SWC, who recognized the power of the internet 20 years ago, and now 20,000 members have a place to report anti-Semitic hate speech, which has no place on campus." B'nai B'rith International honored Jewish CEO of the Brooklyn Nets and Barclays Center, Brett Yormark, with its Distinguished Achievement Award this week, which recognizes the accomplishments of key community and corporate leaders from around the world. The award ceremony took place Monday night at the St. Regis Hotel in New York City. Since coming to Brooklyn, the Nets and Barclays Center have participated in more than 100 community events and donated 4,500 tickets to nonprofits over the past year. Yormark himself has also started a foundation to help redevelop basketball courts at Boys and Girls Clubs in Brooklyn. Upon receiving the award, Yormark said B'nai B'rith is a true champion for communities everywhere, with its inspirational and relentless work to make the world a better place. He said the Brooklyn Nets and Barclays Center are proud to serve as a pillar of strength for the local community, and I am privileged to lead these efforts. The Spanish city of Toledo is marking the Jewish holiday of Sukkot with a two-day cultural event featuring Sephardic music and food, as well as workshops on how to build a sukkah. Before the Spanish Inquisition, Toledo boasted a very large Jewish population with 5 Talmudic schools and 10 synagogues. It is now home to less than 100 Jews. The festival was said to be a way to reconnect with this rich Jewish past. With the Sukkot festival beginning this evening, we will have special programming tonight on JBS. Live Sukkot Eve services are coming up at 6 o'clock from New York City's Central Synagogue. The services will replay tonight at 9. Live Sukkot services will also air tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. And that's the JBS News Update for Wednesday, October the 8th, 2014. I'm Teisha Bader. Chag Sameach.